Girl, do you know this man said to me? Serious as heck.
I will pay you money if you will continue to keep seeing me.
Raggy, do she come off as a prostitute to you? Okay, do she give you prostitute vibes?
Now gurus and new, she slaying the city. No makeup, just wake up and still giving them pretty. Hit the lights, camera, action, cause it's big as a movie. And grab a seat and now tune with disastrous beauty.
Hey loves, it's your girl Disastrous Beauty, and I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be one of my the Virgo Experience videos. If you guys have not checked out any of my videos from this series, I will either have a playlist above or I will have it listed down below in the description box. Definitely check out these videos. It really doesn't matter which ones you watch. This is strictly about my experience as a Virgo dating certain signs. No, I am not an astrology guru. You know, I say that in every video because your girl is not. She is none of the things. I am just simply telling you guys about my dating experience as a Virgo sun sign. And I am only focusing on sun signs. Heard, okay, no other signs, because like I said, ain't nobody's astrology guru. Okay, she's just not none of the things. So this is strictly about my perspective and what I experienced as a Virgo dating certain signs. So honey, don't get in your bag down below, but I am interested in hearing you guys' opinions and about your experiences dating certain signs. I love to read you guys' story down below in the stories in the comments. I always get a good chuckle, honey. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I also want to say, if you like these sort of videos, make sure you like this video, girl, so I will know to continue to do them. Also, once again, comment down below, even if you don't have a story, just comment down below what your sun sign is, okay? Just comment something, okay? And yeah, and also, if you're not already following me on all my social media platforms, I am Disastrous Beauty on both IG and TikTok. I'm Hilton Miss C on Snapchat, and I'm Disastrous B on Twitter. Now let's get into this story. Hey y'all, so it's been a minute since I've done one of these types of videos. Like, hopefully I will remember to do a real intro, but I always say, in case I don't, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of give my disclaimers right here. I want to first say that I am nobody's not beauty guru, child. I'm nobody's that either. But I am nobody's astrology guru. Like, I am no expert when it comes to astrology. These videos are simply about my experience dating as a Virgo sun sign, and I only focus on the sun signs in these videos. These are like nothing where you can just gain all this info about this sign or this sign. This is strictly about my Virgo sun sign, how I experienced dating as a Virgo, and like my experiences as this sign. And it's been a minute since I've done one of these, but I really do like to do them. It's just hard when you have kids, and you know, that is not the focus of my channel. So it's a little outside of my comfort zone, but I do love astrology, so I like to do these sort of videos. Anyways, I digress. So today's video, and I'm trying to move a little fast because Journey has a dentist appointment, child, so bear with me. So this particular video is gonna be about my experience dating a Sagittarius. And this video, I really don't have a whole lot to say. I will say that I really enjoyed this Sagittarius, but you know, it wasn't a long courtship or anything like that with him. So I don't have a whole lot to say, which made it the perfect video to do when I'm in a rush. So I'm always about killing two birds with one stone because, honey, I's a mom, okay? I am a mom, so I be having to multitask. Like, the struggle is real out here in these streets. So this is not about the makeup. I'm just really, like I said, killing two birds with one stone. So I am sorry, you're not gonna get any makeup tips from me, girl. I ain't nobody you want any makeup tips from anyway, but I am trying to look decent going up to the school and all of that good stuff. So, you know, I ain't doing nothing special, just trying to look decent. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out my handy dandy notebook, and we will start first with what I found online about Sagittarius and Virgos, and then we will get into my experience with this Sagittarius. Okay, let me do that. All right, honey. So in my handy dandy notebook, it is called the Virgo. You can't see that, girl. She can't see that. Y'all can't see that. I'm so sorry about it. Anyways, it says the Virgo Experience. Virgo female, Sagittarius male. The fun guy. That's literally what they have on here. Good communication skills, and thus the first step towards making any kind of a relationship is suffice. The pros: communications, intelligence. Virgo woman feels safe and protected with Sag. Cons: Sag believes in spending money. Virgo believes in saving money. Okay? Sag is adventurous, open-minded, and free-filled with optimism. Fire and earth. Fire, which the Sagittarius is a fire sign. Belligerent, zealous, and spontaneous. Earth, the Virgo is an earth sign. Sensible, reliable, and down to earth. Like, honey, that is literally like night and day, okay? Sag man, Virgo woman, roller coaster ride of thrills and excitement. And honestly, I felt like that was a really, really accurate depiction of the both of us. And honestly, I don't know a whole lot about Sag men. I only have one Sag man in my life, and he's my uncle, and I don't think I can use him as an example. My uncle to me is like one of the manliest men I know. Like, he is old school man. Like, go to work, bring home his wife the check, and you know, that is him. So I don't know any other Sagittarius men. I have a lot of Sagittarius women in my life, but what I've noticed is that the men and women signs are completely different in my opinion. I have female signs in every sign that I absolutely love, and they're opposite, their counterparts or whatever. The men are terrible. Like you know, it's, to me, they're different. And I know a bunch of male Virgos. You could never pay me to date a male Virgo. But I also say all the time, you could not pay me to date me. So, I don't know what that's saying. But anyways, ciao. I digress. So, this Sagittarius male, I met right before I met my current husband. If you guys do not know, I have been married before. I am on my second marriage. I married too young the first time, and I do have a video about my experience in that particular marriage. Who was a Cancer child. That was a roller coaster, okay? But anyways, so during this time, and I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with y'all, I was not divorced. I was dating. I was living my best life. I was about 25, I guess, about 25, and I was on dating sites. And I remember when I got on dating sites, to me it was like, oh honey, I consider, and I say this in my videos all the time, like, if you guys don't know, I met my current husband on a dating site. Y'all, I considered dating sites to be like, I considered dating sites grocery shopping. Like, literally, it was like finding men as easy as finding my groceries. And I love the free meals. I loved everything about it. And I'm sorry if y'all hear that clicking sound. I wonder, can I get rid of that? Because with this camera and this particular microphone, it does the clicking sound. So I want to go ahead and apologize. You know what? Let me see, can I change my microphone? How about that? Okay, y'all. So I changed my microphone. Hopefully, you won't be hearing the clicking sound anymore. You shouldn't. It's just with this particular lens that clicking sound becomes an issue. So hopefully you don't hear it. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I considered dating sites to be like grocery shopping. Like, especially back then. Like, honey, I haven't been on the dating market in 7 years, 6 years. So I don't know. But back then, to me, it was like grocery shopping. So anyways, needless to say, I was dating a few people at a time, like during this time period. So I came across this Sagittarius, and y'all, I do have a prototype usually with men. Like, I typically like shorter men. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's because I am from a family on my mother's side where almost all of my uncles are like 5'6", 5'8". You know, I don't know if that's just what I've always been used to, but I do have a standard type, low haircut, brown. Like, although that's not the prototype for my uncles, but I love men like my husband. Like, okay, I just do. So this guy, he fit that bill, and he, I saw, you know, he had messaged me on the app, and I was like, you know what? Let me see what's good. Okay, so y'all, let me tell you right now, I was crazy back then. Like, I swear, I look back and I am just amazed that I am still breathing. But I usually, other than if you watch the story, I don't know if it's even still up. I get mad at my husband sometimes and take stuff down, so I don't know. But me and my husband did like this thing where he was like, this girl is real life crazy, where I told him to come pick me up in case he was a serial killer, as if that made sense. Like, it didn't make sense. Anyways, with this guy, I you know, we met online, and then I was like, you know what? Let's go on a date. And so, I mean, well, he said, let's go on a date. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Cool. I'm with it. I'm with the date. So we go on a date, but I go to his place and leave my car at his place. And then we go on a date. And then after the date, you know, I went back to his place and we chilled and we talked. But, you know, I've been thinking about how crazy that was, because what if he was a serial killer? On top of that, the area he stayed in, child, it was not the best, honey, okay? It was not the best area by any means. Like, I remember telling my cousin, because I would always tell him, y'all, my makeup is looking crazy. Y'all don't judge me. Oh God, y'all, I got like an hour. So anyways, I remember telling my cousin, like, you know, where he lived. Because mind you, I am not from Birmingham. And that's where I was living at the time. My cousin is not from there either. But he had been living there at this point. Him and my aunt and my other cousin, his sister, had been living there for like probably 12 years or so. So they were a lot more familiar with the areas. And he was like, that is not a good area to be going to, Chrissy. So, you know, I would always give him the person's information, their address, you know, all of the stuff. Because, honey, if you saw my cousin, you would know, honey, he is nobody you want to mess with, okay? You don't want them problems. So, I would always kind of like, you know, mention him or tell people, like, you know, my cousin got your information. But it was still stupid because something still could have happened. I digress. So, you know, we go out and I really liked him. I am a sucker for funny guys, and I think most women are. And he was so funny. He was making all of these jokes, and I like that. And I'm also very, very, you know, in this climate, you know, you feel a little weird to say certain things, but money, I always had my own money. Like, you know, I graduated from school, and after I graduated from school, you know, I had my own money. So I didn't think about things that I probably should have been thinking about, because, you know, you grow older and you know better and you do better. But back then, I didn't care about your money for real. Now, granted, this guy did have a really good job. He did. But I could not tell you what he drove. I couldn't tell you what type of shoes he wore. That was just never something that I ever looked at. Even to this day, I don't look at shoes and all of that stuff. Like the normal stuff that cars or whatever, I don't look at those sort of things. I just want to know, honey, you can take care of yourself, because I got me. But I ain't gonna have me and you, okay? That is pretty much it. Like, I got kids, and yeah, that is like my personality. I don't know, and you know, I'm digressing. So anyways, okay, so we go on this date, and then we go back to his house, and I'll admit, you know, it was the area was a little, you know, little hood, you know. I was a little worried about, at the time I drove a Chevy Equinox. I was a little worried about my car being outside. But anyways, I stayed at his house anyway. Child, get your head out the gutter. I just stayed there, okay? Get your head out the gutter, okay? But I remember just really, really enjoying talking to him, and he was just really, really fun to me. And you know what I remember thinking? In that moment, I remember thinking, dang, he would make a great friend. I liked him. I thought he was really cute. But I remember that like kind of going through my head. He would make a great friend for me. And child, that ain't what, you know, we were supposed to be doing, but whatever. I remember thinking that. And I am also somebody that I like the people that I eventually get with. I like for them to be my friend because, child, if you can't be my friend, how you gonna be my lover? If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my, hold on y'all, I'm trying to get my foundation. I know I'm out of focus. So anyways, time goes on and he becomes like, you know, at this point we done already, you know, passed some steps. And he becomes just like, okay, let me just tell you what I used to do. I used to work night shift back then, but I used to only work on the weekends because at this time I was going through a separation and working our way up to divorce and all that stuff. And we were figuring out custody with our son. So what we had decided to do was I would no longer work during the week. I would only work on the weekends. And my ex-husband would do the opposite. So I would work long hours on the weekend. I would work like 16 hours, 2 16s and a 12. So when I would get off on those 16s, and I would go to his house, and the boy would always have me. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I've always been a little lush, though my auntie used to call me. R.I.P. to her. That's what she used to call me. She used to say, Chrissy, you're just a little lush. And honey, I was definitely a lush then, like, girl. I would get off work and I would go to his house and he would have me some rock and chicken. Girl, like, honey, at that point, you know, you are really the homie. You are the real MVP. Like, he would have it waiting on me. He was like, you just come over here, you know. So that became a thing for me. I would get off work and go over there, and I would mostly spend weekends there. And I would, like, you know, if you work night shift, your day is your night. So it was like, he was my nighttime home, you know what I mean? I wouldn't really go around him during the week. And I remember him making a comment like that, people don't think I'm real. A child, as far as I'm concerned, I was not real. Okay, I was not real. I really wasn't in the headspace to have an actual boyfriend. You know, obviously I'm still married. I'm just out here dating in these streets, honey. But, I would go over there and we would talk and we would chill and I would eat my chicken and drink my Ciroc and go into a coma and wake up, get ready, and go to work. He was obviously off on the weekends. The job that he worked, which is common for most jobs, you know, he was off on the weekends. So, and he would just be there. And even if he would leave, you know, and if I woke up and he was gone, we had gotten to that level where we were cool like that. Like, we were cool. Like, yes, we were intimate, but we were mostly cool. And I eventually got to the point where, you know, I was so comfortable with this guy, I would tell him about other guys that I was dating. Now, was I sexually active with these guys? No, but I was seeing other people, you know, shoot, free food. And I was that comfortable around him. And he would talk to me about other women, but it was like he would get uncomfortable about me talking about other guys. It was really weird. And I think, I don't know, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that that's a male thing, but child, the male ego is something else, honey. I especially back then, I didn't understand the male ego. People were just people to me, okay? That's just how I thought. So I was like, you know, we're on this level and we cool. You telling me about girls, I'm telling you about boys, you know, guys, we cool, right? Child. Okay. So at this point, I am considering him to be like my best friend with benefits. And you know, the older I've gotten and the more YouTube videos I've watched, I realized that you shouldn't be friends with benefits with people. somebody is gonna cross that line, okay? Somebody is gonna catch feelings the more time you are around somebody. Because I wasn't in the headspace and I didn't see things that way, I didn't catch feelings. And at that time, I didn't really know a whole lot about Sagittarius, but later on when I was researching them, you know, to me that was a little uncommon because I always seen that they were spontaneous, friendly, So I feel like you know, that should have been able to be fine forever, and it probably would have been. It probably would have been. But let me just go on with the story. Okay, so this continued. My male cousin was like, you know, I was telling him about him and how cool he was, and he was like, you know, Sagittarius will kill you. They will kill you. And I'm like, girl, honey, not girl. I'm like, what do you mean? So it's crazy because right after that conversation, I'm at old boy house. We are drinking red stripes. I don't know if you know, but honey, I love some beer. I had to let beer go because beer don't love my gut. But we were drinking, I think it's called red stripes, but that was my first time drinking those things. Them things had me your gut twisted. So I'm chilling with him, we talking, and like I said, we used to talk all the time. We had the best conversations, y'all. Child, so we talking and he gets drunk and he goes to talking a little too much. And child, do you know this man told me he'd kill 2 people? I was like, Rocky? What do you say? What do you say? Now, mind you, y'all, I'm not from Birmingham. Okay, I say that all the time, but I don't think, you know, I think it depends on where you're from. To me, Birmingham is big. Okay, it's the city. Okay, to me, because I'm not from Birmingham, and where I am from, I graduated with 30 people. Okay, girl. I say this all the time for a reason. Okay, I graduated with 30 people, so. You know, we are already kind of scared of Birmingham. Like, you know, you can get killed in Birmingham. That's like what we're taught, basically. Girl, when that man told me that and I was drunk and I couldn't leave and I couldn't drive. I didn't want to tell my cousin to come over there in case he felt threatened and shot my cousin. Girl, I was stuck. I was stuck in that house with this man telling me he'd kill people. I had never met anybody that has ever said, "Child's a squirrel on top of them folks' house." Anyways, I had never met anybody that said that they had killed somebody, child. Now, granted, both instances were self-defense, and I don't even think he did any time for either one of those deaths. One he had committed when he was like 14, like, child, okay? But like I said, they both were in self-defense, but it was just the fact that he had did it, honey, and that he told me. And I'm sitting there trying to, you know, like, I'm thinking like these people in movies. Like, girl, you know them women, every time they start talking junk in the movie, and you be like, girl, don't say that. Just act cool. Just act cool. So literally, y'all, I kid y'all not, that's what I was trying to do, girl. I was like, I'm just gonna act cool. I'm just gonna act cool, man. I'm just gonna act cool. And maybe I will sober up and leave. Child, I ain't sober up and leave nowhere. I went to sleep. Somewhere I was snoring. And at this point, honestly, I had spent so much time with this guy. Like, if he really wanted to kill me, he could have been killed me. But I had got too drunk. I was asleep somewhere. So anyways, after that, you know, I was a little wary of him. I wasn't kind of going. I was still cool with him because, honey, this is my homie. I'm not gonna lie. Old boy was my homie. Okay, I really, like, I wish I had never taken that step with him and that we could have been, you know, homies, because I was cool with just being his homie indefinitely, because we were literally that cool. Child. Okay, so time goes past. I end up meeting Reggie, honey. And honey, I'm with Reggie to this day, okay? I am with Reggie to this day. So that says enough. So I meet Reggie. Literally, I met Reggie and everybody was like, okay? You know, that divorce got sped up. Everything got the trucking, okay? So, meaning, I was spending time telling people, oh, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you no more. Don't call my phone. Don't text my phone. I am out of commission, honey. I have found the one, okay? I have found the one. So I had to tell him that. And child, what is my eyebrow pencil? Because I don't know. My eyebrow here. One of these eyebrows is going away. Okay, so yeah. I had to tell old boy that, you know, I was no longer going to be, you know, we can't kick it no more because I have found my Mr. Wrong, Mr. Right child, okay? No Mary J. Blige, okay? So, I remember I was at the zoo. I had took Juicy to the zoo. Obviously, there was no Journey Brown at this point because Journey Brown is my child with Reggie. So me and Reggie was just getting to where, you know, we just getting there. And I'm at the zoo with my aunt and Journey Brown. And he calls. Like, I had already told him, like, to me, you know, after I had text you that, like, just cut this off, right? Girl, do you know this man called me at the zoo? The fact that he called wasn't the issue. Let me tell you what the issue was. I don't know where my Fenty Beauty bronzer is. So, girl, we at the zoo. He calls my phone. And, you know, he was like,
You know, so what? You just not gonna talk to me anymore?
and I'm like, no, I told you, you know, I done met the one. And, you know, it's crazy because I had sort of a conversation with him like that. Like, you know, when I meet somebody I want to be serious about, you know, you gotta go, bruh, because, you know, we done took it to that level, so I can't continue to converse with you. I wish we hadn't taken it to that level and I could have continued to just be your friend because we were friends. We were just friends that were doing some things. But we had. So he was like, you know, that's messed up. You know, I thought we were cool, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we are cool, but I can't be messing with you and risk the chance of missing my soulmate. Cause at that point I had decided Reggie was my soulmate. Like I can't keep messing with you, boo. I'm sorry. So sorry about it. Girl, do you know this man said to me? Serious as heck.
I will pay you money if you will continue to keep seeing me.
Reggie, do she come off as a prostitute to you? Okay, do she give you prostitute vibes? And that is literally what I said to him. Boy, do you think I'm a prostitute? Because I am so sorry about it. She is not none of the things. I don't know what type of girls you're used to dealing with, but honey, all I done asked you for is a couple dates and some chicken wings and some rock. Like, I have not given you any sort of prostitution vibes, girl. So, no. What? Are you lost your mind? And luckily, we were cool to the point where I didn't just hang up on him. I respected him enough, and I was a little offended, but I kind of just got that, you know, the vibe that I value you as a friend, and what will it take? But he didn't say it right. And it didn't matter if he did because I was going to go anyway. But offering me money to continue to be in your life, honey, is never going to get it. You're never going to get it, never going to get it. No involves, sis. Okay, so I told him after I snapped about being a prostitute, and I was like, you know, it's no offense or anything like that. I just don't want no issues, and you are not finna make me miss out on my blessing. Okay? Basically, you not finna mess up my blessing. Okay, so word. After that, he was like, word. He was kind of hurt, and I was like, okay, cool. So, you know, this is done. I'm sorry I hurt his feelings, and I really was, because like I said, I really liked him as a person. Girl, so move on with my life. I done moved in with Reggie, child. If you have watched any videos with me and Reggie, y'all will know that me and Reggie were literally, I had moved into Reggie's house like after a month. I'm telling y'all, I had decided this man was my soulmate. But anyway, so I'm living with Reggie. And all of a sudden, my phone rings. I don't remember what we was doing, but we were in the master bedroom. And I don't remember if we were talking and laughing or what we were doing. But my phone was near him. And of course, like, me and Reggie talks. Like, we have always talked. We thrive off talking. Okay, I'm a Virgo, and we're ruled by Mercury. And if I'm not mistaken, Mercury is communication. Okay, I I like to talk, honey. So he knew, you know, the exes' names, the guys that I had been seeing. He knew their names and all that stuff. Phone rings. It's by Reggie. He looks at the phone, and I don't know why I still had this guy's picture like on my phone, but I did. Like I don't know, girl. I wasn't hiding anything, so I guess, you know, it just was what it was. So the phone rings, and it says the guy's name, and let's just say his name is Jay. Okay, let's just say his name is Jay. So the phone rings, and it's Jay, and Reggie grabs my phone to hand it to me, but he sees the picture. He gives me my phone. He said, Jay want to talk to you. Good. So I felt like I know my face turned red as an apple, because I felt like it seemed like I had been still communicating with Jay after we had done discussed, you know, we was cutting off all these people. I done moved in with you. You feel like you know me, but you don't really know me because we moved so fast. So I'm just like, my face is red. Child. I get on this phone and I'm like, I ain't even say hello. I was like, didn't I tell you not to call me no more? And I felt so bad, but I didn't know how else to handle that situation. And he was like,
yeah, but I thought.
but didn't I tell you not to call me no more? And he was like,
man, yeah.
I was like, well, don't. And I hung up. Y'all, I swear that was not my finest moment. That was not my finest moment. I could have handled that so much better. I don't like to be rude to people, especially people that have not been rude to me. You know what I mean? Like, people that have been nice to me and have treated me right. I don't ever want to be rude to people. Hell, I don't even particularly like to be rude to people that are rude to me. So I was so disappointed in myself, but I didn't know how else to handle that situation. Y'all, I know y'all like, girl, your makeup is a mess. But I'm Russian. Don't judge me. And yeah, he had never done anything to me, y'all. So I felt so bad, but that's how I handled that situation. And that was basically the end of me talking to Jay until he showed up at my job one time as to work there. Child, that's a whole nother story. But really, it's not really anything that happened, but that was literally years later. Like, I had Journey and everything. But yeah, so that was my experience with this Sagittarius. And what I can say, I don't have anything bad to say about him other than he may be a serial killer. That sounds really bad. Okay. I don't know how else to say it though. He may be a serial killer, y'all. That is the only con that I had with him. I thoroughly enjoyed him. He is the only Sagittarius I have ever experienced in my entire life. So I don't have anybody else to go off of. He was really, really fun. He was a great communicator, and we would talk. And I love good conversation, honey. I love good conversation more than I love good deed. Okay? Like, I'm just going to keep it a whole buck with you. A man that can really hold a child. I know y'all like, why, girl? Because you're not great at communicating yourself. I am normally, okay? Just sometimes I get my words get a little lost, okay? Because I be trying to sound like I got good sense. But honestly, y'all, he was just really, really fun to talk to, fun to be around, fun to go on dates with. He was super, super cute. And just a fun, overall, good guy to me. Like, you know, I never considered being in anything serious with him. He was just always just a good time. And like I said, I always considered him to be a friend. Even though we were messing around, I considered him to be a friend. And I don't know what he's doing now. I do know he ended up, you know, having a baby. At the time when we were talking, he didn't have a baby, and I think he bought a house and all of that, but I don't really know much else about, you know, where he is in life. And the only reason I know those particular things is because I worked with his cousin. And he had mentioned to her when she started working there that, you know, he knew me. because I had been working at my job for so long that when I was talking to him, I was working there then. I guess he just never forgot. So when she started working there, he asked her if she knew me, and you know how that goes. And, you know, he said to say, hey, blah, blah. So, but other than that, you know, I just don't have anything bad to say about him. Y'all tell me y'all experiences with Sagittarius men. I have heard some people say terrible things, and I have heard some people say good things. So I am not sure. I don't know if they're just one of those wild card signs. And like I said, I never wanted anything serious from this particular guy. So I guess because I didn't take it seriously, I never really gave it much thought past what I would, you know, the thought process of him as a friend. So I would really like to know y'all experiences with Sagittarius men. Like, I really would. I am very Virgo, y'all. I am textbook Virgo. And honey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know my moon and rising sign. I have lost my birth certificate. And my mother is dead. And my grandmother, honestly, I feel like the people that always know what time you were born is your parents, okay? Is your mama. I ain't gonna even say your parents, because honey, child, my daddy barely remember his birthday. So I know he don't remember what time we were born. So I need to get my birth certificate so I can find out what my other signs are. But honey, I have always been able to relate so much to being a Virgo. I have always, other than cleanliness, child. I didn't get real clean till I got about 20 or older, shoot. But yeah, so I know that I have a way of separating certain things. So if I decide that you're gonna be my friend, I don't care if we're intimate or not. If I decided we're gonna be friends, we're friends. And I compartmentalize you into the friend zone indefinitely. And that's what I had did with him. And like I said, I think he would make somebody a great husband as long as he doesn't kill them. That's all. That's it. So yeah, I am really interested in hearing you guys' thoughts about your experiences on dating a Sagittarius. Are they as fun as he was? Like, the boy was a good time, child. He was a good time. And or are they dogs? Like, I want to know, like, what is the stereotypes for Sagittarius? Like I said, he's my only one, so I don't know a whole lot, but I want to. I want to know. I'm intrigued because I know Jay-Z is a Sagittarius and Beyonce is obviously a Virgo. So I would like to know more. Whether you're a Virgo or not, whether you're dating a Sagittarius male or not, or a female, I just want to know, girl, what's tea? Let your girl know. I am definitely interested in hearing it. And yeah, y'all, let me go ahead and straighten this hair and throw on my eyelashes and some clothes, and I will come back with the outro and the intro. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look, honey. It ain't a whole lot. I actually ended up having to go take Journey to the dentist and then come back because my memory card got full, like right at the end. So I'm not even sure how that last clip ended. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, this is just about my experience as a Virgo. And this one was more so like a story time. Sometimes it's like that. If I don't know a whole lot about the sign, I just kind of just tell you guys a story and say that what sign that the person was. And that was kind of the case with this one. So yeah, if you guys like these types of videos, check out the other ones that I have in this playlist. I'm going to be trying to do, I think the next one is either the Capricorn. I want to say I'm going to do the Capricorn next. I don't know. I was kind of trying to go in the order that I kind of was like dating around, but I skipped a few. So I don't know. I don't even have a lot to say about the Capricorn, but I can kind of make it work. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your experience with the Sagittarius. Whether you're a Virgo or not, comment down below. I am interested in hearing it. And yeah, girl, we are done. And I will see you love bugs next time. Bye.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key.